with a dumbbell. You know, you can either use a barbell on your back or a dumbbell here. The advantage if you hold it here is that there's much less stress on the back. If you put it on the back, there's much less strain on the shoulders. So that's a trade-off. You can just alternate between any of them. Then we're going to do the front squats. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, and then try to maintain that 5 reps as much as possible. Okay. What we want to do is just do a few field sets to see what weight you're going to use for the program. Just do 2 or 3 reps. So I can see if it's easier now. Keep your elbows higher. All right. Good. One more. Good. The key is when you go down, you push your elbows up because it's when you're down at your torso, might bend forward, and that's going to lose the ball. Just get a feel set with that. Just 2 reps. I'm watching with if it's easy or not, if it's smooth, if you're fast, something like that, which will help me decide what weight you're going to start with. Elbows high. Look up, that's it. I'm going to start with 5 times more for it's going to be your work set. There's going to be jump squat over here for 3 reps. Half squat, jump as high as possible. Land, reset, jump again. Up. 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 Good. Elbows up. Up. Good. Up. Up. That's it. On a jump squat, don't go down slow. It's like when you do a vertical jump, you don't jump. Bang. When it's a jump, the transition between the eccentric and concentric is very fast. And on the front squat, really focus on keeping those elbows high. Alright, second set, 3 reps here, 4 on the front squat. Good. Up. Up. Better. Alright. Elbows high. Good. Up. Keep your back tight. Up. Good. One more. That's it. Good. As long as you're always accelerating the weight, even if it feels easy, if you're accelerating it, you're still producing maximum force. As you can see, you're still breathing deeply, so it's still tough. Now we're going to move on to 5 reps and 3 on the jump squat. The goal is to do anywhere between 2 and 4 sets of 5 reps, depending on how fatigued you are. You basically stop when a rep becomes a grinder. When you lose muscle form on a front squat, the first thing that we'll do is the upper back. You're going to be here, and you're going to be like that. That's a sign that you stop the exercise. All right, 3 good reps. Up, up, up. That's it. Good. The back tight, elbows high. Up, elbows high. Good. Good. 2 more. Up. 1 more. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Up. Good. Up. That's it. Let's try for 5. The old back tight. Upper and lower. Look up. Your elbows high. In fact, at the bottom, try to bring your elbows high. Punch your elbows. Good. That, much better. Punch your elbows. Good. Up. Good. 1 more. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Up. Good. Up. Good. That's it. All right. Come on. Wait on your heels, wait on your heels. Alright, that's it. Alright, done. See, that's it. Actually, you did one more than I would have done. When that, you know, that prep, that almost kills you, you know that it's going to make it almost impossible. You stop after that.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just going to run into trouble. Alright, so we're done with this one. Alright, next complex is going to be the power clean with the bar. For 3 reps. You want to stay light because we want to emphasize technique and explosiveness. And here we're going to be doing Romanian deadlifts from the bottom position. Let's do a field set on the Romanian. So you just take position, back arch, hips back, keep your hips high. You don't want to drop down here. Your hips are almost level with the shoulders, like that. And just fold. Three field reps. Put it back down on the pin on every repetition. No, bring your hips higher. Good, and more backwards. That's good, that's good. Good, bring your hips back, that's it. Good. Yeah. When you bring your hips back, far back, and bring it, whip the hips forward. I call it a midnight move. Okay. Now, technically, it's from the blocks, we're going to be doing it from the hang, which is the same thing. So pick up the bar. Full grip, full grip. All right. Like a Romanian, then I jump up right. So the force with your legs, like a squat. Jump. Better. Move it forward. Better. All right. 3 reps. And bring your hips back. Good. Hips back, hips back, hips back. Whip. Good. Hips back. That's it. Perfect. That's done. On the power clean here, you know, since you're a bodybuilder, we're not looking for perfect technique, right? So people like, yes, we want to emphasize as much perfect technique as possible, but if you get 80% of it right, which is jumping with the bar and keeping the bar close to your body, that's satisfactory. And just with more practicing, getting better at it. One point that we need to work on is that your catch, your elbows are down, you need to be up, but that's a lack of flexibility. Most people have that problem, so afterwards I'm going to show you a drill to improve that. Alright, second set. Full grip. And don't bring the bar lower than your knees. Just bring it to your knees and jump. Much better. Good. Yeah. All right. Hips back. Back, 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 back. 2. Back, 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 back. Up. 1 more. Back, 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 back. That's it. This is one of those exercises when people can really screw themselves up by trying to look strong. They use way too much weight and they basically just do a lower back pull. The key is really to bring the hips as far back as possible to get a good hamstring stretch. The muscle that is being stretched the most is the one that's being stimulated the most. Okay. Energy. last set, when you jump is very good. You're keeping the bar close to your body, that's perfect. But when you land, you have to absorb the force. Like a catcher who catches the ball, absorb the force. Better. Up. Boom. Catch the balance. Catch the squat. Up. Better. Better. Good. It's back. Back, 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 back. Whip forward. Good. 2. Up. One that bends. One more. That's it. Good. Go down faster and explode up. Go down faster. Up. Yeah, much better. That's better. More speed at the bottom. Up. Good. One more. Explode up. Jump. Up. Yeah. That's your best set. Hips back. Back, 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 back. On the pins, on the pins. Good. Good. One more. Catch it with the hips back. Up. Don't then really catching it. Always like this. Good. Stack. Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. Alright, that's it. Good stuff. Because that's really one of the big problems I see with guys trying the Olympic lift. As you saw, he's obviously a bodybuilder, so he's not used to it, but as long as the form is satisfactory when it comes to jumping and he doesn't risk injuring himself, that's fine. Technique will get better over time. But we want to really work on that catch position. Take the bar with the same grip you use for a power clean and bring it to your shoulders like a power clean. Watch it for the hooks. Bring it to your shoulders like a power clean. Alright, now bring the bar under here. Squat down. Alright, push down with your elbow. Push down, yeah. 3, 2. Relax. Keep your back straight. Keep your hips back. Hips back. Push down. Relax. Keep your hips back. Hips back. Hips back. Push. That's it. Alright. Now you do that before and after every power clean session. In a week, you're going to be able to perfectly rack the bar, even if you have 20-inch arms. All right. So the first one is going to be ankle jump. You hold it in the belt here, just like a jump squat. And you want to jump just using the calf, no legs. Keep the leg as straight as possible. Then one leg calf raises. I'm going to start with 3 reps on the calf raises and 3 reps on the jumps. On the calf raise, be sure to get a good stretch at the bottom and a good contraction at the top. Right. That's it. Yeah. Always try to produce more force. Stretch, squeeze up, higher up. Good. Higher up. That's it. Other side. Good. Much better. Yeah. 3 good reps. Explode up as much as possible. Yeah, much better. Stretch forwards. Up. Good. One more. That's it. Try not to bend your legs. Don't help with the quad. Keep your head straight. I know you're tired, but it's a good workout. Don't screw it up. Good. One more. That's it. Legs straight. Good. Good. Two more. All right. Good. Yep. Stretch, squeeze. Two more. Up. Alright, that's game over. But people think that this kind of workout, low reps, it's not good for endurance. But it's the pace of the workout that should build endurance. If you do sets of super high reps, you're not going to build endurance. Well, you're going to build endurance, but not the capacity to maintain super intense effort for a long period of time. This is like basketball, like football, like wrestling. It's super intense, very heavy weights, very short rest. So stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. That's conditioning.